Okay, so to my knowledge, they still haven't fixed this damn thing, so let's go in for some more elites. I've heard the mission is polished. I have not played the mission yet.
Listen up. The war.
Oh, look, it's Starbase 1 again. Ugh. Dinatra's in an adamant. It's a Romulan. It's close enough.
Here they come.
Bye. Wow, you took that like a champ. Oh, right, elite. Duh. My eyes. That's hurting my eyes. Shit. Oh, someone summoned the Enterprise E. We have the Enterprise E and the Enterprise F. Not wasting my maelstroms.
There's a break in incoming warp signatures. You may have a short amount of time before more arrive. Reading some heavier ships incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers. The evacuation ship is gone. Give them cover.
Decatur is gone.
The evacuation ship is gone. Give them cover.
You're out of here, so shut up.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Might as well.
The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault.
You have summoned an Intrepid. Good luck.
Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Hopefully, they have reduced the rotation of some of these, like Vault, for example, like Vault and Snared. Ugh. And Gravity Kills. I got Gravity Kills. That was not fun. Yeah, no. I don't do the whole eye-searing flashing red thing, okay?
Hold them off.
And then Juula showed up and it was really dumb, and let's just, you know, just leave it. Leave it at that. See, advanced console components, elite marks, good fleet marks. Yep, toroidal coil. That is another one. All right, what do we got? It's infected.
The situation is grim. All attempts there's
Emma!
scanning the nanite trap.
Oh, shit. Turn the flashlight on for a moment. Eye-searing lightsaber mode. You know what? The input lag actually saved me there. I almost blew my maelstrom on this shit. That's great. Can't see shit.
Jedi probes can repair the transformers. Stop them. The probe is closing in on a transformer.
Yeah, if I could fucking see, I would stop it. But someone grav-welled it right next to the fucking generator. Why would you do that? Why would you do such a thing?
The probe is closing in on a transformer. Destroy it.
Okay.
The probe is closing in on a transformer. Destroy it.
I suppose that's why. Oh, oh, oh. Getting lit up. And then there was a Borg cube. Yeah, let's take out this gateway first. Okay. Mark package, gimme.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp conduit has been destroyed.
That's great. So far we have Starbase 1 and Infected. Yay. I wonder why Starbase 1 and Infected are the ones that almost always pop up. Almost as if tons of people and their bots are AFKing the shit out of those. Almost if those are incredibly exploitable. Especially right now when you're basically getting rewarded for... You get rewarded even if you fail. Rehost station. Here's another one that popped up constantly the other day. Steve. Oh no, we can't leave without our buddy Hawkeye. Steve Sheena Ryo Hawkeye. One of these things is not like the others.
speak with you. In damage control.
I must speak with you. I must speak with you. Sorry, I'm flashing back to Neverwinter. Neverwinter Nights. That is.
And they're abducting the repair teams. Get out there and stop them.
Jesus. That's some height. Pretty sure Drake just shot the hostage. Oh no, he was shooting the skittering saboteur. Okay. Okay. I don't know how the hell you still shot me when you were dead, but okay.
I need to speak with you. In damage control.
I must speak with you.
Our power problems are under control, but there's an Elachi force in main engineering trying to sabotage our singularity core. Take them out.
Where am I? Can't see what I'm doing, but I'm shooting something. There we go. Short and sweet, as all cues should be. They were having some issues. I sure hope they can deactivate that mid-transport, because that looked like a problem was happening. Toroidal coil. Do I have any contraband out of curiosity? I have... Let's get some contraband going real quick between queues. It's 4, yeah. Let's just get some contraband going. A little bit of contraband goes a long way. Or at least it used to, back when you could do this every 4... What was it? It was 4 hours, right? At the beginning, when you could, like, turn in contraband every 4 hours for, like, 2,000 dilithium or something. And people were just doing that so often that they just changed it immediately to, like, 20 hours. How's my inventory looking? It is looking full. Patch that hole. Where am I at on toroidal coils? Got 4. So that is another maxed character. That brings me up to enough for 8 characters to have 4 tactical engineering, tactical, tacgineering, engine-tical consoles. How many am I going to get? I don't know. How many character slots am I using? Even I no longer know. I don't pile on to the same extent that some people do. Some people pile on like it's their job. Like, they spend all day piloning. I can't do that. Most of the characters I have some kind of they're connected by some kind of story. Like they exist in like the shared headcanon verse inside my diseased brain. This is taking a while. Better not be infected again. Or Starbase 1. Or Vault Ensnared. Have they fixed Calhoun? Yeah, Calhoun's looking better. His eyes are like red, though. Not like... His eyes are supposed to be purple. That's like red bordering on like pink. Man looks damn good, though. Because he is old as the hills at this point. For nobody, people just getting into Star Trek nowadays are not going to know who Calhoun is. Calhoun was an incredibly, insanely popular character from a book series called New Frontier, which I adore. And that began in 2373, which is about 40 years before Star Trek Online picks up, give or take. So yeah, I'm not certain, like mid to late 30s at that point, maybe. Like, if not older. So he's got to be like in his 80s or 90s at this point. Dude still looks like he's 40. I don't know who you're sacrificing to Ghent, but apparently it's working. Is it Ghent or Gent? I've always said Ghent. But I've always pronounced it Ghent, but that's probably wrong. I may be getting my wires crossed with Dungeons and Dragons. Because Ghent always reminds me of Grumsh.
Welcome to Pariah 3. The spawn mother is one nasty.
Despite the fact that Ghent is nothing like Grumsh. Ghent is this deity that the Xenexians worship. I love the lore of the Xenexians. They're basically the fuck around and find out people. And the god that they worship is basically a three-headed dragon. It's basically Ghidorah. Oh, come on. Why would you? They're bugs. Come on. Only good bug is a dead bug.
Fire in the hole! Obstacle clear.
Die. So, how to describe Xenex? It's Space Australia. Space Australia, but it's inhabited by Glaswegians. It's kind of... It's... like, that's just their thing. Like, this is a planet where the local drinking establishments are filled with bladed implements. Like, they have, like, just, like, bladed weapons on the walls, for convenience of the patrons in case a fight breaks out. You know? Like, the Xenexians are... There's this... I can't see... There's this, Gianni video, where, he's voicing Max Payne. And, Max Payne's talking about how when they say you embark on a quest for revenge, dig 2 graves. And he just goes, that's a stupid fucking quote. I'm gonna kill way more than 2 people. Xenexians, in a nutshell. On Kronos, revenge is a dish best served cold. On Xenex, revenge is a hobby.
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom.
Hey, Johnny Rico. You alright? Should probably do some endeavors to get that ground damage up.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment, and I'll clear a path.
So I usually play this game muted. That's
Fire
Quinn.
in the hole!
That's Quinn's voice actor.
Watch that first step.
These things always freak me out. Like, I'm gonna land on them. Got a nice fire going, nice and moodily lit.
I think I can get us across.
Friggin' Quinn Jr. How to sum up the Xenexians. So the Xenexians had, like Bajor, they had their own brutal occupation. They were occupied by the Danteri for like 300 years. The Danteri proceeded to bomb them back into the Stone Age. Literally. Every time the Xenexians would gather and sort of like advance, the Danteri would basically bomb them back into living in caves. Basically, the Xenexians were reduced to fighting the Danteri with sticks, stones, and foul language. And after 300 years, the Danteri begged the Federation to negotiate their withdrawal because they were too afraid to do it. Because they had to, like, joining the Federation's like joining NATO, basically. You can't have a standing territorial dispute. And the Xenexians had gotten so good at fighting the Danteri with sticks, stones, and foul language, and then pulling them apart with their bare hands once they got close enough, that none of the Danteri were willing to go to Xenex and risk their necks to negotiate a surrender. Not the Xenexian surrender, the Danteri surrender. If you have never read New Frontier, I highly recommend it. It is basically Peter David's life's work. He began writing it in the mid-90s, and he did not finish the series until, I want to say 2015, I think. He finished the last book in infirmity. He was dictating it from his hospital bed.
You've killed the Spawn Mother, but we need to fall back so I can set off the charges and bring down the hive.
Alright. Good God, that man has a square jaw. You could cut glass with that jaw. Jesus. Other books I would recommend. There are two book series that I highly recommend. And if you're a fan of Lower Decks, this one is probably something that might be up your alley, because it's not all about, but it features heavily a character who guest starred on Lower Decks. And that is the character of Sonia Gomez. If you have never read the Starfleet Corps of Engineers books, you are missing out. They're very breezy. They're basically a series of short stories that were sort of like episodic short novels that were usually released in an anthology book that had like 3 or 4 stories per book. So it's as close to a TV show as you can get in printed form, effectively. And for the longest time, the Corps of Engineers was the world of the novelverse. It was the world of the books. It built so many characters and concepts and just things that are referenced and commonplace in later books when the novelverse really began taking shape, began in Corps of Engineers. So, again, highly recommended. Cannot... there we go. Weird frame hike there. Cannot stress enough how good that series is. Especially if what you're looking for is just some breezy sci-fi. You know, just some, like, episodic... Just like the Trek shows from the 90s, basically, but in book form. Of course, they fucked up and they had her commanding the Obana, which is a weird Excelsior class. Starbase 1. It's going to be Starbase 1, watch. Watch. Of course, now that I've said it's going to be Starbase 1, it's going to be something super esoteric. Like, we're going to end up, like, defending... We're going to end up in atmosphere assault, which I'm perfectly fine with, because unlike most people, I actually gave enough of a shit to find a decent build for a shuttlecraft. I actually gave a shit about my shuttlecraft. I treated my shuttlecraft with tender, loving care, as you should have. And had you taken care of your shuttlecraft and given a shit, maybe we'd have more shuttle-themed content, and they would have ironed out the bugs and all the little idiosyncrasies of the shuttlecraft gameplay, and we'd have a lot cooler content. Of course, I do think they were using shuttlecraft wrong. They're using shuttlecraft basically as tiny starships. And that really doesn't play to the strength of what the shuttlecraft can be. I think stuff like Atmosphere Assault, like, they should have done more stuff like that. You know, I think that the shuttlecraft should have been used for more like a set piece kind of stuff, like the car chase from like Lair of the Shadow Broker, for example. Or stuff like Atmosphere Assault, real ace combat shit. Like, there you go. There's your fucking patrol missions. You could do an entire fucking storyline that way. Just an entire Ace Combat crazy plotline in 20 bite-sized missions. What did I tell you? What the fuck did I tell you?
Been going well for them.
God damn it! Oh.
Here they come.
Yep, here they come.
We're cutting for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians.
All right. Let's get ourselves into position.
Reading some heavier ships incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Oh my god, they're ripping the fabric of space-time a new asshole. Jesus. Can't, you warped out. You're on your own.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
Whatever. You're annoying me.
The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault.
Lafayette here, requesting assistance.
Can't.
Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover.
And have some quantums too. And have this. I wish I could run you over still, but I can't. This is not Elite Dangerous. I'm not a beluga liner. And they patched that capability out as soon as everybody started abusing it. No joke, early on in this game, when it first launched, I was in a heavy cruiser that I basically built to just ram into things. There used to be a hell of a lot more missions in this game's level progression. When you were in a ship for a while. And so I had built this heavy cruiser so that I could basically use ramming speed whenever I pleased on things that were way bigger than I was and survive, because the damage was calculated based on size. And it did an obscene amount of damage. Apparently I was not the only one who was doing this, and Cryptic patched that capability out. I still miss running over people. I don't know what that says about me.
That'll hold them off for now.
Whatever. You're dead, you're all dead. Because Ja'ula's about to show up. Or as I like to call her, Jaloja. Jaloja is about to show up. And she's going to incompetence her way to the 25th century.
Battle.
No. God, I hate Ja'ula. I hate her so much. She literally has no redeeming characteristics whatsoever. And Cryptic legit seriously tried to sell her as like the savior of the galaxy. Oh, shut the fuck up. Goddamn Klingon War. How many fucking superconducting loops do I have? I have 158 motherfucking superconducting loops. How many goddamn loops are you going to give me?